Every year, club professionals tee it up in a competition which they call their own. The PGA's Order of Merit series, 7 areas covering the regions and nations across the UK, a thriving gathering of fine players, and among them, the East is leading the way.
In the East, we have around about 800 professionals. We're very proud of the fact that last year we managed to get 3 players in the tight list playoffs in Turkey that allows them to play at Wentworth in the BMW PGA Championship, the flagship event on the European Tour, who accredited themselves very well. One in particular made the cut, managed to pick up €30,000.
These are the players who most every day serve the needs of clubs and club members across their region, directors of golf, club professionals and assistants just starting to make their way in the game. Want to scrub a couple of shots off your handicap?
Put the ball back in my stance and fracture.
They're the guys for golf lessons, buying clubs, clothes and the whole paraphernalia of the game. Their advice and selection of products are worth taking notice of. Walking encyclopedias who can't half-hit a ball when they get out there in the heat of competition. And this time it's the Weston Homes plc Bishop Stortford Classic.
We all know each other, we're all good friends. It's good fun, it's very competitive. You're going to beat the next man if you can, but we're all good friends, yeah. And
success for PGA East pros in their Order of Merit each year is a cherished target. Not only for the prize money, but a chance for a tilt at the very, very best. Because the top 3 get to qualify for the BMW PGA Championship at Wentworth.
The Order of Merit series, of which this event is one of 6 this year in 2014, these are the flagship events in the region. These are the highest sponsored, the highest prize money. With these events, the winner, the top 3 from the Order of Merit series overall, goes on to the tight list playoffs in Turkey, which then opens up further playing opportunities for them on the European Tour and the Challenge Tour. This is where it really counts.
Yes, the 3 from the East have just teed it up alongside a stellar field, including eventual winner Rory McIlroy. Mark Cooper from the Rady Club had the time of his life. 3 under par rounds out of 4 on the West Course at Wentworth, tied for 38th place and a bumper payday. He was joined there by Ian Ellis from Great Yarmouth and Caister, along with Jason Levermore, bit of a regular at Wentworth and for a year now head pro at Channels Golf Club at Little Waltham, that's just outside Chelmsford. And Mark Cooper is one of 12 subpar players after round 1 at the Weston Homes Bishop Stortford Classic. Some going on a rain-affected day, but on top of the list at 4 under par, Andrew Pestle, the pro at Chelmsford Golf Club, tied for the overnight lead with Crew Elliott, who's at Sandy Lodge. The first is characteristic of a course which isn't long by modern-day standards, but gets the players thinking. Andrew Pestle a birdie for the outright lead at 5 under. Crew Elliott dropping a shot at the outset. Their bid for the title has begun. So Bishop Stortford is a course which definitely needs some careful plotting, and a course with history and a warm welcome.
Bishop Stortford Golf has been here over 100 years. It's built in 1910. So Walter Gilby of Gilby's Gin built the golf course, run just for the benefit of the members. It's their golf course. Everything we do is geared to make it better for them to enjoy their golf. All the money we make is put back into the golf course. The new clubhouse was built in 1993. We moved to these premises then. The course has had a few redesigns over the years. We originally went the other side of the M11. There were holes that side. The M11 came through and we had to redesign and change a few bits. And we've had a rejig recently with a couple of holes. But essentially, we've been here 100 years.
How do you score well on this course?
You've got to keep it in play on the par 5s, and then you can go for the par 5s in 2 on 3, 6 and 12. They're all reachable. You can birdie those. You may drop shots on 5, 11, 16. They're difficult holes. But if you get your birdies and eagles on the par 5s, then you've got a bit of insurance for those more difficult holes. This week, you need to keep it in play. You've got to be on the fairway. If you miss the fairways, you run into the rough. We've had a wet, warm spring. The rough's cut to 3 inches, but it's thick and juicy. If you're in there, you can't play the shot you want to the green. It's hard work. Our rough's cut to 3 inches, is long and thick. You're not many yards off the fairway and you're going to get a juicy lie like this. you've got to know how to play out of it. I can't hit a normal shot from this grass. I can't play and swing the club through there and expect to hit a decent shot. So what I need to do is steepen my angle of attack into the back of the ball. I'll put the ball back in my stance of fraction. I'll lean slightly on the left side, and I'm going to grip the club tight. I won't grip it tight other than for this shot. I want to make sure that the club doesn't twist and turn over. So I'm going to put it further back in my stance, lean slightly on the left side and steepen the angle that I swing down at, so I can hit the ball and not the grass.
So how do you think as well as play your way round a golf course? In a PGA East exclusive, the players will be mic'd up for Order of Merit competitions. This time it's Ian Ellis, hot from his BMW PGA Championship exploits. He and his caddy Dylan Green have let us into their world.
Probably more winning their fields with the trees blocking them. What's around the greens or anything?
There's nothing, no, there's nothing around there at all. I mean, I want to try and be left of the flag, so...
Yeah. Well, how far? 172.
7 on, isn't it?
I think so. It's downhill a bit, isn't it? It's not into either.
Dylan's been caddying for me for nearly 2 years now, and it takes a while to build up the relationship, and it's more we've become more friends now than anything. But it's as long as he knows his boss, that's the main answer, really, I think.
Yeah. I know his boss. Yeah, I do the best I can. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the one hitting the shots. If I get him in the best mindset, ready to hit the shot, then that's my job done, really. It's good rhythm, mate. Make it intentional. Tall and good rhythm. Come on. Draw a little. Draw a little. Yeah, swing, mate. Lovely strike. So from that ridge, do you think that last bit of the putt after it gets through, it's going to come back? Just put a good roll on it, mate. Just trust your read. Go on, then. Good roll. Yeah, good effort, mate.
Before we go out, it depends on how my warm-up goes, and I will tell him what to tell me on each shot. And generally, it works out the same thing all the time. So he tells me to stay taller or stay focused or nice rhythm, things like that. So providing he reminds me to do that, then I will do better with my shots.
See, all about speed is because after the hole it does get away from you, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll say his didn't really sort of stopped it. It just sort of kept releasing out.
Right edge.
Yeah. Just put a good roll on, mate. Trust it. Yes. Good roll, mate. Well done. Great putt. Stop. Almost good, mate. Didn't really stop, did it? Yeah, the second half of it is a bit up, I think. Just put a good roll on, mate. That's all we've got to do. Yep. Good roll, mate. Come on. If we can have 18 holes of par as the worst result, we'll take it. They're going to drop, isn't they? Because with golf, a lot of the time it's going to be very stressful and he's not going to be happy. So to make sure I'm sort of keeping him on top of it and not letting him get annoyed or stressed and hitting a bad shot, just making sure he's ready to hit a good shot.
So you must feel every shot as well, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, no,
You've just got to kind of give him the tools.
Yeah, I will every shot in, 4 hole and ones on par threes, every shot you will in. At the end of the day, it's reality, isn't it? But yeah, you do wish as much of it in as you can.
And if he's played an absolute ropey shot, you say,
"Come on, mate, never mind." Move on. We've got a little thing going on where we're sort of getting into the right mind, and as long as we do that, then the result's the result. As long as we can go make up and down, which he's more than capable of, best part of his game, then that's all we can do.
5 irons a club.
Yeah.
So if you're short of the pin here, it's uphill putt, much easier putt.
Yeah, so you'd rather miss it short than long, wouldn't you, anyway? Good ribbon, slow. Yeah. Okay, it's all good ribbon. Joe. Come on. Oh. Nice bounce.
That was on the edge of the green, was that? If I hadn't kicked right, or just a yard off it.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad bounce. If that hasn't held. I thought I was going to do better than that.
That second bounce was a little bit...
Just short, wasn't it?
At the PJ a few weeks ago, I got in touch with this guy called Dan Abrahams, who wrote a book called Golf Tough, and he came down and spent the day with me, and it's worked wonders with me. I really do feel it has. And I've told a lot of my friends it as well, and they're buying the book, and hopefully they'll see me as well. But yeah, it's the secret to the game is not hitting the ball, and that helps, but it's more to do with what happens before.
what kind of thing? What suddenly was this leap then that you've made, or?
I don't know. I think my confidence has come on over the last couple of years, but it's more to do with finding an exact thing to think about before you play the shot, and then concentrating on that rather than how tough the tee shot is and what score you're on. That's irrelevant compared to the shot you're playing, I think. It does wonders for me. It's I'm now 41, and I feel like I've got loads of years ahead of me, and provided I can stay fit and strong and keep working at the right things, then who knows what can happen.
All right, good roll. Well done, mate. Good save. Took a little bobble halfway.
I think I actually knocked it left, you know.
I then saw that and I thought, oh, what's back online? Yep. Well, I limited that, to be honest. I limited that one, so good. Every time I come to one of these events with Ian, I take away so much, even simple things. But yeah, adapting it to my own game, and dream is to be doing what he's doing. So it's a massive experience that he gives me, and I really do enjoy coming.
This teamwork will see Ian Ellis with Dylan overcome an over-par first round to race through the field, shooting 68. That, with two others, would be the best rounds of the day, and that's a 1 under par tournament finish for 5th. Elsewhere on the course, these are the headlines. The PGA East captain Paul Hetherington, one of a clutch of players who would tie for 8th place on 1 over par. The Great Haddenham Golf and Country Club Pro would be joined on that mark by both the overnight leaders. Andy Pestel, 6 shots dropped over the last 12, including one of the hardest holes on day 2, the 8th. The signature hole at Bishop Stortford would play much tougher than its par 3 167 yards. Pestel, one of many victims on the day. Crew Elliott couldn't get things going either, a 76 to follow 67 the round previous, also finishing on 8 under. Chase Davis was also on the same mark. The Stapleford Abbots Pro 1 over for the second round, 1 over for the tournament. Stuart Brown would claim 5th spot alongside Ian Ellis. 2 drop shots late in the round would scupper his push for victory. A great day for Josh Johnson, the Bishop Stortford assistant, on his own track with 2 late birdies, including this at the 15th. That would see him card a 69 on the day, 3 under for the tournament. A tie for 3rd place with a player they all have to beat usually. Jason Levermore, Order of Merit winner 2 years ago, runner-up last year. His ability to make a late charge would again put him in contention. 4 birdies in his round and just 1 blemish on the card to get round in one of the low scores of the day, a 3 under par 68. But the Weston Homes PLC Bishop Stortford Classic, the first Order of Merit event of 2014, would turn into a 2-horse race. Glen Portelli is the St Albans assistant at the Verulam Golf Club. A tournament winner on the Order of Merit, he compiled 68, including an eagle on the back 9, but needed a bunker save at the last to protect his return of 5 under par after the 2 rounds. His rival for the honours would be Sean Whiffen. A lapse at the first was then exchanged for 5 birdies in the space of 10 holes. The experienced Hertfordshire Golf and Country Club pro spent most of last season playing European Challenge Tour events. He's also a former Order of Merit winner here, but he faltered late in the round, dropping a couple of shots, and back on 5 under, he needed this 18-footer to force a playoff.
Gentlemen, with 2 players tied on 137, playoff will take place over holes 1, 17 and 18, convening on the first tee immediately.
First sudden death hole, hole 1. Both tee shots found the fairway. Portelli to play first, and what a statement of intent it was. All of Whiffen's experience needed now to conjure up a reply. So Sean with the honour on the green. The putt was good, but not good enough, as Portelli made his advantage pay.
So close. Yes, well, you know, can't do a lot about that. It was a great 3, so you know, well done, Glen. Good win. Excellent.
Experience was good. Yeah, it means a lot. I want to get into Wentworth, so it's a good start to the year.
5 more to come.
Yeah.
You want to be up there, don't you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. If you can get to Turkey, get in the playoffs, and then you can get to Wentworth. I mean, you can change your life a little bit. You can really go up the ladder, as it were, if you play well in those. And you get in some Challenge Tour events off of that. And blah, blah, blah. Plenty of players have used it as a bit of a launch pad for their careers.
Representing Verulam Golf Club, Glen Portelli.
The winner's cheque for £2,000 to Portelli. The Order of Merit race is well and truly on, and the next instalment is not far away.